Thanks for joining me. I'm Stacy with Plaid Fit Life, or Plaid Elephant Workouts that you remember, and I am doing a complete standing Pilates workout today. All you need are some ankle weights. If you don't have them, no worries. I do have my favorite grippy socks on, and these are from Point Studio. They are a huge help on the floor, and you can also use bare feet as well, and you will enjoy it either way. So let's get started. We're going to do some standing Pilates exercises that will really help you to feel like you got a nice Pilates workout in without having to come to the floor, but they're so great for leg strengthening and for overall body strengthening. We're going to start with just taking a few deep breaths in, and I want you to bring your palms down by your sides, relax your shoulders, and take one deep breath in right here. Exhale it all out. And again, inhale and exhale. So you feel all that air coming in all the way down into your belly. And exhale out. And then go ahead and bring your arms up with those palms facing forward as you inhale. And then slowly exhale out. And then inhale again. And exhale out. Maybe this is your biggest one here. Inhale and exhale down. Great. Go ahead and bring your arms to your sides, and we'll do the same thing here with your palms facing in towards your body. So inhale and exhale down. And again, inhale and exhale it all out. One more. And exhale it out. Now you'll notice I already have my ankle weights on, so I'm completely ready to get started. And we're not going to do a complete full warm up because we want to get going. So the first thing that we will do is we're going to bring our heels to a V position. Ankle weights are on, and we're just going to lift and lower the heels. So if you want to place your arms at your hips or just by your sides, sometimes I like to use them for a little bit of balance as I take it up and down. So you're just coming up sort of between the balls of your feet and your tip toes. So press all 5 toes into the floor. And slowly lower down. Now make a nice soft landing when you take it down, and you really start to feel the legs getting nice and warm from this one. We've got 3 more. And lower down. And 2. And your last one. And lower down. All right, so nice soft landing on those. Go ahead and separate your feet, and we'll start with just some high knee raises. So again, let's keep the arms incorporated today, because that way we get that heart rate up a little bit. As you're doing these, keep your upper body nice and straight, and you can also just take your arms in front if you prefer. And again, we're landing on our feet as we come down. So fighting against any teetering. Face towards you. Knee in front. All right. We've got a couple more each side. Notice your movement. It's nice and controlled. Good. Shifting that weight back and forth. All right, let's do one more each side. Lift and lift. All right, and then take it down. Great job. So the next thing that we'll do is also add in a knee raise, but we're gonna twist with it. So for this one, let's bring our arms up behind your head, and we're gonna try a few without the knee raise. So just twisting hips facing forward. And really fighting against them moving with you. I feel that nice twist in my waist. All right, so let's add that knee raise back in. So as you take it over, it's knee raise. And notice I didn't come up that high. I'm gonna keep it safe. If you gain more confidence, then you can start lifting a little higher. If you are wearing ankle weights, you'll definitely notice a difference in this exercise today. And they only weigh, I think, 2.2 pounds, but I can definitely feel a difference. Last one each side. Good. All right, so go ahead and release the arms. I know your shoulders were starting to get a little burn from that one. Stepping out a little wider this time. And your toes are going to be not directly forward, not completely out to the side, but somewhere in the middle. Feel your heels make connection with the floor. And we'll start with some nice squats down. So again, just bring the arms up. Knees are tracking forward in the same direction as the end of your foot. Good. And this is kind of a fun, tricky workout because you think, oh, it's Pilates. Her voice is nice and gentle. But you will still get an incredible, nice workout from this. Good. Last 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Take it all the way up. Okay. So the next one is going to be some crosses. So you're going to leave your legs right here in this position. Bring the arms out to the sides and cross over, keeping your legs nice and straight. On the other side. Switch. Can you reach your fingertips towards the inside of your foot on this one? So trying to make a connection. Depending on your torso, it depends how your hamstrings feel here. But at least we have a direction to go in. Keep crossing. Back hand is reaching behind you, and your gaze is actually looking past your knee. So even though my hand is reaching for my inside of my foot, I'm looking just a little bit to the diagonal of the wall behind me. Good. Let's do a couple more each way. Good. And lower the arms. Excellent. Go ahead and give your legs a little shake. We're going to come back to that wider positioning for some more squats. But this time, we're going to take it into some heel raise squat. So, sink down, and we're going to stay right here and lift your heels first. So it's lift, lift. Good. Keeping my hands in center or maybe at my hips if it feels more comfortable. Last 2 and 1. Good. And then come all the way up. So now we'll combine those 2 things. We're going to squat down, lift the heels, and then come right back up. Here we go. Down, lift, press up, down, up, and stand. Down, lift, and stand. Lift the heels. Lift. 4 more. Good. Down for 3. And 2. Last one. And stand all the way up. Excellent. All right, let's take those legs back in. Again, give them a little bit of shake. All right, so we're going to switch to some forward direction again. And the first one is just a leg lift. So So I'm going to stand to the side, and it's lift, lift. And if you don't have those ankle weights, but you're curious, feel free to drop me a message. They're not, back in the old day, not like I'm ancient, but we used to have those kind of clothy ones. Those are okay, but I have to say I really, really love the new style. These are a silicone, and they're just really comfy. Good. All right, last one, and lower down. All right, so we kept our arms a little relaxed on that one, but we're going to repeat some leg raises, and this time bring the arm with it. This one's going to be more like a kick. All right, so deep breath in. All right, you ready? All right, so reach and kick, kick, kick. And we're almost done. We have just 2 more exercises after this. Stay right here, another 15 seconds or so. Good. Feels good. 5 more seconds. Good. And last one. Let's get one more in to make it even and relax. All right, so we're going to switch to the back now. So again, just shake it all out. Hands to your hips to start, because we're switching our bearings here, so we want to make sure our balance stays okay. So take the leg back, toes are on the floor. Okay, now hinge slightly forward, relax your shoulders, even if you have your hands on your hips, and do some leg lifts right here. Good. And you can keep your foot in a tap when it comes down, or hover depending on how you're feeling in that front leg. And notice my head is staying nice in line with my back. 3, 2, and 1. And then slide it in and take a little break in between here. All right, so we're going to repeat on the other side, and then we'll do one more set to finish. So again, slight hinge forward, shoulders relaxed, tap your leg back, front knee has a little micro bend there, and then lift, lift. Good. Definitely feeling a little difference on this side, especially with those ankle weights. Maybe you are too. Maybe you felt it more on the first side. Lift for 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then step in. Okay. So 1 repeat set on that one, and we'll incorporate the arms with us. So we're not using arm weights today, but we're going to tuck the elbows in and do an alternating press back as you lift your leg, even though we're sticking with one leg. So let's check and see how that looks, just to make sense of it. So you're going to take it back, other arm, back, back, back. So that's lift in the back. It's just to give the glutes a little squeeze here. Extend your leg. Good. And one more on this side. Sorry, 2. And then switch. All right. Go ahead and switch sides. Same thing, but this time I want you to keep your fingertips straight, even though we're tucking the elbows in. So the first one we had a little clenched fist, as if we were holding a weight. Let's try this one without. And here we go. Lift. Other arm. Same leg every time. Good. All right. You're almost there. Got 2 more sets. So lift. got one extra in there, but this is just my brain all the time. All right. Okay, so just take your arms and bring one arm across. All right, and other side. Good. Arms come up. Just take a stretch side to side. Good. Reach down and you're going to take your ankle weights off. And notice the difference you feel. Your legs have a lightness to them, even though they got some great strengthening exercises on that one. Take your legs out a little wider and then just bend and hold so you have a nice stretch up here. And then switch. Take it back here, stand on your heel and then lift. Good. Last one, hold it down and then just hang down towards the front. A little more emphasis on your front leg here. You can lift your toes a few times. Good. Let's switch sides. Back leg. So standing tall and then lift. And hinging forward, you'll get a little more stretch in the calf. And then hold, reach down, lift the toes, and slide all the way up. Great job. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up or a subscribe, and I will see you next time for another short workout. Have a good one.